Welcome back to the Happy Camper, coming to you from the beautiful mountains of southwest Montana. We are shooting on location at our sponsor's dealership, Rocky Mountain RV, today, here in beautiful Butte, Montana. Rocky Mountain does provide the units that we review in our videos, so we like to give them a big thank you. We do ask at any time that it makes sense, please support the people that support us. Their website is rockymtnrv.com. Today we're going to be walking through the new 2020 Torque 378 toy hauler fifth wheel from Heartland RVs. This is a new offering for this year. It is a variation of a floor plan they've had in the past, both in Cyclone as well as in Torque. It is a pretty interesting setup. They've really gone a long way to designing these toy haulers into a little bit more usable space, and getting pretty creative with some of it just to make it a little bit more usable as you go down the road. It's like anything with toy hauler. You have that garage in the back, so it really limits what the engineering teams can do with these things. To be able to fit everything into them, make them as comfortable as possible, and still be able to haul, especially that big toy in the back. And that is kind of the story on the 378. This is a big garage model. If you've got the giant long travel 4-seat machine, the latest, greatest, biggest one on the market, this is the toy hauler for you. It is a 15-foot garage, full width all the way through, so it's going to take even the largest machines that are out there on the market today. I'm going to start here in the main room, probably right here at the entry door, and walk around the unit so you get a good view of kind of everything it is. We'll try to do it in somewhat of a logical pattern. Right here at the entry door setup, there is, quite honestly, a lot to talk about. There is a small theater seat here that is reclining on both sides. Does have cup holders built into it. We have some a window back behind. I've got a lot of sun on the side of the unit, so I've got all the shades drawn today. But we do have windows there. We have good storage built into the headrest of the right behind the headrest there on the theater seat. Overhead cabinets up here with LED rope lighting as well as LED drop lighting below. As we kind of come towards the entry door here, you'll see this very interesting stool setup they did here on the end of the kitchen counter. These stools are on hinges, and so they'll swing in and out to get out of the way, because they are kind of out here in the middle of the doorway. And then so they're designed to be able to swing in underneath the cabinet and turn flat. And this one will do the same thing to get in out of the way. Pretty interesting setup, and they're all bolted in with some pretty serious hardware into the cabinets there to be able to take a full-size, obviously adult, to sit there, use that as a snack bar. The interesting thing with the living room arrangement in here is we do have the TV is against the back wall, kind of at the back of the kitchen, and then we have this theater seat directly across here. We also have a theater seat in the off-door slide-out here as well, so we have 4 reclining seats in here, and you don't normally see that in something in a smaller living space like this is in a big garage. In the kitchen, you're going to see solid surface countertops throughout, which is a very nice feature. These are the lighter solid surface. You're not going to see scratches and nicks and that type of thing. And you can buff these countertops out if they ever did get a scratch in them. They're the same color all the way through. However, it is quite a job. So, the old dark black countertops and things where every time you set something on them you'd scratch them or nick them, you're not going to have that issue here. Very good color on these, and these are actual solid surface. Great amount of storage space throughout the kitchen here. A lot of overhead cabinets, good lighting. We got rope lighting underneath all of the cabinets there, as well as drop lighting, and this is all LED interior. The sink is more of a stone cast undermount sink, and then it does have just this brushed nickel, gooseneck high-rise faucet with the little pull-out sprayer there as well. Windows in the kitchen here as well. Again, I'm sorry we couldn't show all that today because of the sun beating on the side of the unit. It really wreaks havoc with our camera lenses. In the kitchen, we have the Furrion range here with the gas oven as well as the 3-burner cooktop. This is lighted. It has the glass window in the front. It also has the glass cover up on top to expose your 3-burner cooktop, and then that closes off to give you additional counter space. Really a nice feature there. A lot of drawers and cabinets here in the bottom of the in the under cabinets here in the kitchen. So pull-out drawers, as usual with Heartland. Full extension, ball bearing roller guides, plywood boxes, extremely smooth, well adjusted, well built. Everything closes and opens extremely smooth and well done. Up here in the kitchen, we also have, kind of in this back corner, along with our entertainment, we have our AM/FM, CD. This should be DVD as well. Kind of does everything all in one. We are using a 4K Ultra HD TV in here. And again, we have a little extra, just countertop space in the back of the unit here as well. This U-shaped kitchen that Heartland is doing, and this is a brainchild of AJ Jones, his design, and this kitchen has become kind of the gold standard in toy hauler kitchens. You can do it without having to put a third slide out in. You also get a ton of countertop and cabinet space with this particular kitchen. So well done there. It's been out. The 371 torque was the original version of it. It has bled over into most of the other torque models and almost all the Cyclones as well. So really doing good things out there at Heartland with toy haulers, as AJ has been known for years. Cyclone, #1 selling toy hauler in years for I don't know how many years now, but it's been a lot. And of course, Torque is simply its little brother, built in the same assembly plant. It is decontented slightly to keep the pricing down a little bit. You're going to be a single AC versus 2 ACs, standard stabilizer jacks versus hydraulic leveling, optional generator, things like that, to try to be able to keep the price point into where the average person can afford it. Cyclones are getting up there pretty expensive at this point, where they're almost priced out of the budget of a standard person, or just kind of a regular everyday person. The Torque, however, like I said, built exactly the same. The bones of the units are the same as the Cyclone product. And just simply built to be a price leader, with a ton of features and a ton of eyeball. Here in the off door slide out, this is a extremely large, and again, this is what we would call an EL slide out. It's a 7-foot interior height on the slide, so you actually walk inside of it. This houses a bunch of extra cabinetry here, as well as our Dometic 12 cubic foot 4-door refrigerator. We're going to be, of course, freezer up top and fridge down on the bottom, and I'm guessing these still have the travel catches in them, but again, that gives you the full width. That's your fridge compartment, fresh food, and then your freezer up above. And this is gas electric, so again, this is made to be used off grid, out in the desert, in the backwoods of Montana. Even though this is a fairly big unit, you can still get it in a lot of places that will get to where you're not going to have power. You're going to be out on your own. So again, the gas electric fridge is a big thing as far as I'm concerned. This big pantry here to the side of the refrigerator, again, made for food storage. It's shelved. It is floor to ceiling. Just a ton of space in there. Like we talked about here, we do have the other theater seat, the reclining theater seat. I do have the recliner kicked out on that one just so you can see, but all 4 seats do recline in the unit. We do have a little nightstand on each side, or not nightstand, but end table on each side of the sofa here. Overhead LED lighting as well, and that's going to be true throughout the entire ceiling of the unit up here. One thing I will mention about these sofas, they are not sleeper sofas. So this unit does not have sleepers here down on the main floor, where you do see that in a lot of units. This one does not. So that is something to keep in mind. I'll walk up here towards the bedroom and bathroom, and again, the 378 is leaving nothing to be desired in the bedroom, as it is very interesting as well. So we do have our second slide out as a wardrobe slide. It's going to be here along the left hand side as you're coming up the stairs. We do have an additional little hanging closet outside of the bedroom. We have the swing door here for the bedroom on this slide system, and then that does extend into the bedroom as well, and that's going to give you all this space, as well as additional drawers down underneath. The interesting thing with this particular bedroom is the way that the bed is arranged. So this bed is set against the door side wall and has a tilt mechanism in it to give you some extra room in here. We have a nightstand built into each side. This is a power tilt system on the bed. It's going to lay down flat, of course, or stand up. The front wall is got this curvature built into it here, and an extra little shelf built in. really an interesting little setup. This does have additional LEDs up here I did not turn on, and should have, but pretty interesting set back there. And then we have some little lights up here on the front wall as well. This does have ventilation windows, again, both sides here and at the head of the bed as well, so you do have ventilation. The bed simply adjusts right here with this little switch, so you do not have to get out of bed to deal with that. Again, very interesting bedroom setup for a toy hauler. Something I haven't seen, but you see that out of Heartland very often. Their design team is very active when it comes to toy hauler. We do have access into the bathroom from your bedroom area. It does close off here with this hard pocket door. It's nice when you do have company not to have to step out into the hallway to use your bathroom. The main hallway bath door is right here, and that's a hard swing door. We do have the porcelain toilet here in the corner. That one appears to be the Thetford model. We have sink and vanity here with storage down below. We do have storage up above. Medicine cabinet built in with storage there as well. And then, of course, our built-in bathtub shower with surround and overhead skylight. So, again, pretty interesting setup for the bed bath. It doesn't leave a lot for me to ask of it. I'm fairly impressed with the whole setup. Let's walk out towards the garage here, and I'll show you what this unit's all about out in the back. And as you can see, I've got my tape measure laying on the floor here because this is probably the most important thing with this unit. I'm going to get a close shot of this. And that right there is what makes this this unit unique. 180 inches, 15 feet of garage space. And this is full width. It does not have a half bath or anything back here to impede upon this. So this is 15 feet by 8 foot interior space of garage. So the biggest 8 UTV on the market. If you're going to do a couple of UTVs, sometimes, you know, again, it depends on what they are. I don't know exactly if they would fit, but you can do a lot of different things. You got extra four-wheelers, you know, single ATVs, or if we've got kids' dirt bikes, that kind of thing. You've got extra space in here because it seems like we get the big 4-seat machine, and then we end up still bringing some smaller machines for kids to ride. Well, this garage, again, going to give you the space to be able to do that. And again, you can have everything loaded in here, tied down, without any need to unload it when you get home. Your entire unit is accessible from inside to load the fridge and, you know, get the clothes in, all the things that you need to do. Have all your stuff inside. So they're safe, they're locked up, they're indoor storage when you're not using them. It takes all the work out of loading things up and getting ready to go. So it's really a pretty interesting setup in this garage, length and size, to be able to do it and again, in this size of fifth wheel. This is kind of a mid-sized toy hauler. Of course, the bottom bunks here, or the bottom bed here, is convertible into this 6-pack dinette system. It does roll and tumble together to make a bottom queen bed. We have the upper queen bed up here as well. These are powered. They go right up against the ceiling. That upper bed you can pin up and leave up out of the way if you don't wish to have that. If you don't wish to have that bed down, you can leave it up so the dinette is more usable. Right up here overhead, we do have some cabinetry. We do have windows on both sides, big windows on both sides of the garage back here, and then also we do have an overhead loft. And I'm not sure that I'm tall enough to get a great shot of that, but we're gonna try. That is way up in the air. And that can be used for storage or additional sleeping if need be. Over here, of course, again, we have the large window in the garage, and they're really trying to give you some living space back here. We do have a second entry door that comes directly in. This particular model does not run the second half bath, but that just kind of is what it is when you come to toy haulers. If we're going to get this big garage, you're going to lose that little bit of nicety that some of the other models do have. We do have both heat, electricity, and this does have washer dryer hookups back here. If you wish to do that, you certainly can. There is also AC ducts up in the top. All right, let's go ahead and step outside, and we'll take a quick walk around the outside of the 371, get you an idea of what this guy, the 378, get you an idea what this guy's all about. And again, this is a variation of the 371 torque, so that is stuck in my head, unfortunately. And I got to get back here a little bit to get a decent overall shot of that unit, but it is a beauty. extremely defined with the white and black, and then the charcoal gray on the rolled skirting really gives it a good look overall. You will notice right away this is a tandem axle trailer. Trailer weighs in at 13,374. That's this trailer as it was scaled coming off the assembly line. You know, and they're doing it on a tandem axle, a 16,000 pound GVW plus what you can carry on the truck. So you are going to need a fairly serious truck. 3/4 ton minimum, absolute minimum. Check your tow ratings on the 3/4 tons. Diesel would be preferable, definitely with a unit like this. Truly even, 1 ton diesel. Don't need duals necessarily, but single wheel 1 ton would be probably my preference on this size of coach. But again, it's a good looking trailer. It's got a lot of features. It's got a lot of eyeball appeal to the whole unit, both inside and out when you're looking at it. I'm gonna get you a little closer here. We'll take a look at some of the actual individual features. Of course, right up front we have mounted the Cummins Onan 5500 watt generator that does pull gasoline directly out of the fuel cell on the back. So it is a gas fire generator, and it pulls it out of your fuel cell on the back, which will carry 28 gallons of fuel. There's a 100-gallon fresh water capacity on this guy, so you can really get out in the woods and enjoy some backwoods time with this guy with the capacities it is carrying. Exterior speakers here on the door side. We also have pass-through belly storage that's going to go all the way through. This little door right here is going to be your propane. You will have 1 tank on each side, so there'll be a door just like this on either side, 1 tank on each side. Water heater service access there. The front step on this is the 1 step, that comes all the way down to the main ground and has ladder effect there, so it's a more stable step. The rear step is an aluminum tread, more of a standard 4-step affair back there. The one thing about that is if you do have the unit in storage, sometimes these fold-out steps that come out from the doorway will create some problems with a unit next door to you. So if you have that, you can still access your unit through your rear garage door with that fold-up step. So, again, just a little added benefit of having the double entries. This guy does have the outside kitchen here built into the door side, so we do have TV on the outside here as well as a 2-burner propane top. We do have the little electric refrigerator, and we've talked about this. Not a lot of places in Montana you're going to use it, but you can take that out of there, use it at home, and have that for additional storage space. Like we talked about, this is 16-inch aluminum alloy wheels, 8-lug on. They've got 16-inch radial rubber mounted on there. Good tire and wheel combination setup. Pretty standard throughout the toy hauler industry. We do have large grab handles both front and rear. We do have LED security lights up over each doorway, and then we do have the LED strip out here in the end of the power awning. Down underneath here is our spare tire carrier, and then right behind that is our stabilizer jacks. At the back of the coach, you're going to see, of course, just your fold-down ramp door. I'm going to walk up here and show you that this guy does have, and if I can reach it, I'm going to try my best. And I'm not going to get there, but right up here at the top, it does have a little pull-down screen wall that will pull down all the way to the floor and close that back end off so you can have that open if you're out here in Montana's backcountry in the summertime. We have these little pests we call mosquitoes, and that will help keep those out of your hair while you're enjoying your evening out here in the toy hauler, playing cards at your table, doing whatever it is that makes you happy when you're out camping and relaxing and enjoying your life. This is prepped for the Furion backup camera up there at the top as well. Of course, 50 amp service. The unit does have a single AC. It's wired for a second AC. You can either do that, and I'm sure that it's done this way. I haven't checked the spec, but normally you can do it either garage or bedroom. I know that it'll be wired in the bedroom. I'm sure that garage is available, but 2 is maximum on this. We don't get a third. Right inside of this door is going to be our fuel cell gas handle that comes out, and that is locked. I'm sorry I don't have my keys, but fills here with a normal gas fuel cap, and then of course we have our switch for our pump and our fuel tank gauge there as well. And then I'm just going to open that up and show you this. It does just have, it's just a regular old gas handle that comes out to fill, and there's my key. But this will just come out just like at the gas station here, and fill your ATVs or whatever you want to do with that little handle right there. So it's just a normal fuel fill, but it is a nice feature to have if you you know, so you're not carrying little gas cans around that leak and that type of thing. Pretty nice feature. Coming up the off-door side here, again, you know, there's not a whole lot on this side. This is where kind of all your hookups and your technical stuff is, your furnace access. This is going to be your water inlet here, and that kind of fills tank, or you can run city off that. This is a hot, cold outside shower. We have black tank flush, all the cable inlets. If you're doing satellite or cable TV, you can hook all that up right there. We do have the off-door storage compartment that opens up from this side and passes through all the way back to the other side of the unit. So once again, we're taking a look here at the 2020 Torque 378 by Heartland RVs. What a heck of a nice unit. It's the garage is what really makes it unique. The bedroom is very innovative as well. I'm very impressed. I think it's going to be a home run for Heartland and Torque, and should do some great things. If you're interested in this unit, I will link to the actual unit on Rocky Mountain's website. If it makes sense, again, we really appreciate any time you can help out our sponsors. They are just great, down-to-earth people. They live the lifestyle. They're not your average dealership type of guys. These guys go out. Everybody here's got an RV. If they're not getting you ready to go, they're going out and doing this themselves. So great people down here at Rocky Mountain. Come check them out. See what they if they can help you out on a unit like this or any of the other couple hundred that they have in stock. This is the Happy Camper telling you thanks for watching. If you appreciate our content, please like, share, and subscribe. It does help our channel out. We appreciate you watching. Have a great day and happy camping.